You are getting 100% Jodi on Women Taking the Lead. The dip is what separates the half-hearted from the committed. It is the naturally occurring obstacles, think bureaucracy, administrative work, study, and practice, that are unenjoyable but required to achieve the goal. Hello, my name is Jodi Flynn and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Head over to womentakingthelead.com to join the community and get the resources to support you on your leadership journey. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. I feel like it's been a while since I personally said hello to you. I was horribly ill at the beginning of April, and that messed up my production schedule a bit, but I'm back in full health once again and doing burpees like crazy. In the March Update on Goals episode, I mentioned that I would be talking about The Dip by Seth Godin next, and I think this is perfect timing. If you haven't heard of The Dip is one of Seth Godin's books, and you'll have to let me know if this topic resonates with you right now or not, but it definitely resonates with me. The dip, Seth Godin explains, is a natural phenomenon that occurs when you set out to achieve a goal. At the beginning, it's exciting and interesting, so you have a lot of energy and it's easy to stay engaged. Then the dip happens. Seth Godin describes it as, and I'm going to quote this, the long slog between beginning and mastery. The dip is what separates the half-hearted from the committed. It is the naturally occurring obstacles, think bureaucracy, administrative work, study, and practice, that are unenjoyable but required to achieve the goal. And depending on the goal, some dips are longer than others. You know, when you think about med school or the career track to becoming the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, that takes a lot longer. Typically, the bigger the goal, the bigger the dip, and that's why so few people emerge on the other end and ultimately achieve that particular goal. If something is worth doing, you will usually find a dip. Podcasting is one of those things with a relatively big dip, and it's the reason most podcasts fade after a couple of years. It takes doing a lot of work for a long time, week in and week out, to grow a loyal audience. Many people go into podcasting to make money, but they quickly realize it's a marathon and not a sprint, and they give up before the podcast has a chance to pay off. Seth Godin also puts forth that successful people don't put up with the dip. They actually seek it out and lean into it. This has been true for me in podcasting as well. I've leaned into the work, and as a result, I've grown my network exponentially. I've become a better communicator, coach, and human being. I've definitely been in the dip with the Women Taking the Lead, but by no means has it been wasted time. According to Seth Godin, if you're not willing to work through the dip, you're better off not investing the time and energy to even start. You are better off investing your time and energy in something you are willing to get so good at you see a return on your investment. I can't tell you how many times I've started and stopped learning a second language because I love the idea of being fluent in another language. I spent countless hours not even to become mediocre because I didn't have the staying power and the perceived benefits were not enough for me to get through the dip. I now take that time and invest it in my podcast and becoming a better host, coach, and community leader. Another benefit of putting in all that work is I now have sponsors who are helping me to continue to get better and bring good content to you. The sponsors I want to highlight today are TextExpander and ButcherBox. TextExpander is software that I've been using for a couple of years now, and I can't imagine getting through my day without it. I used to keep templates in a Word doc, and when I needed to send certain emails or add specific language to a document, I would go into the template doc and copy and paste the verbiage I would need. I thought I had a pretty good system, and it was a great time saver until I was introduced to TextExpander. I took all those templates and phrases and I put them into TextExpander and assigned a 3-key abbreviation for each one. And now when I need to insert common verbiage or even whole templates into a document, a field, or an email, I just hit the 3 keystrokes and voila, it inserts and I am done. Let me tell you, I am often repeating myself, especially in emails. So it's such a time saver to not have to go find a template to do a copy and paste. And if you'd like 20% off your first year, visit textexpander.com/podcast. Be sure to select Women Taking the Lead in the dropdown as the podcast you heard about Text Expander. So again, for 20% off your first year, visit textexpander.com/podcast. Now, ButcherBox is not a software, but it is just as cool. Again, is another time saver, but it is way more delicious than Text Expander. ButcherBox delivers healthy, 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef, free-range organic chicken, and heritage breed pork directly to your door. The incredible quality of ButcherBox meat starts with the commitment to raising animals humanely and free of antibiotics, hormones, or fatty fillers. ButcherBox carefully curates the finest selections and cuts and makes it a breeze to customize your own delivery. You can cook with peace of mind knowing you're feeding your family healthy, high-quality meat. Each box comes with at least 8 to 11 pounds of meat, which is enough for 24 individual-sized meals. You can choose from 5 different box types. There's all beef, beef and chicken, beef and pork, the mixed box, and the customized box, which lets you choose your own cuts. For free bacon and $20 off your first box, go to butcherbox.com/lead, LEAD, and enter LEAD as the promotional code at checkout. Again, for free bacon and $20 off your first box, go to butcherbox.com/lead and enter LEAD as the promotional code at checkout. Okay, back to talking about the dip. In his book, The Dip, Seth Godin also talks about another situation that can look like a dip, but is actually a dead end. This is a situation where you work and work and work and not much changes. It doesn't get better or worse. Think dead-end jobs and dead-end relationships. It's important to recognize if you are in a dead-end situation so you can get out of it as fast as possible, because the dead end will keep you from doing something else that would provide better opportunities and results. There's a stigma against quitting, but the reality is successful people quit all the time. But it's important to know when to quit. Strategic quitting can actually make you more successful. Think of letting go of commitments that are distractions to your goals, while reactive or serial quitting can work against you. Quitting is difficult because it's hard to admit you're not going to be that good at something or that you'll never have the opportunity that you hoped for. Never stay in a dead end because you don't like the short-term stress. Not quitting when it would be hard to quit is a bad decision. I've seen this with relationships, jobs, investments, team members, marketing plans, etc. If it's hard to quit or pivot, people tend to keep on doing what they're doing even though they are not happy. If something is not working and it's not getting better with increased efforts, deal with the short-term stress and cut your losses. In summation, you can't do the dip half-heartedly. If that's your plan, you're better off not getting started. If you want success, you have to 1, recognize if you are in a dip or a dead end. And now ask yourself, are you moving forward and making progress? And having recognized you're in a dip, you have to give it your all, especially when it gets stressful, because that's when the transformation takes place. Quitting in the midst of a true dip is a waste of time and energy and is very foolish. Do the work, push through the dip, and reap the rewards and long-term benefits of sticking with it and giving it your all. Never quit something with great long-term potential because you don't like the short-term stress. Now, next week, I'm going to be giving a progress report on my goals. It will be the month-end episode. And with each one of my goals, I'm going to cover if I'm experiencing the dip in any of them or if a goal is appearing to be a dead end. Until then, you can join the Facebook group to be in the community, to get support and have some fun with other women who are working on their goals too. If you're going to be in the dip anyway, let's go through it together. You can go to womentakingthelead.com/group to join us. As always, I hope this was helpful to you, and here's to your success. Thank you all for joining me on Women Taking the Lead. And to strengthen you on your own leadership journey, I'd like to send you off with a quote from Marianne Williamson, so here goes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Again, thank you for joining me, and here's to your success.